Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Jones, the voice of Jacksonville Pool. Hey, sorry, Edie and Castile on YouTube side here. Yes, this is the junior player. This is Mr. Dakota, who was just on stream with me. Edie, I had it quiet because I had to step away for just a moment, so I put on some lo-fi music here for you guys. I just didn't want it blaring. There was one time I had it on and thought it was okay, and I was blowing everybody's eardrums out of the water. But I just didn't want the mic to be completely silent. Didn't want to have nothing going on in the background for you guys, so I made sure to have the music playing. I need to make sure. Have I missed a rack, guys? Looks like I haven't. Yeah. He does play fast, Castile. He's excited to be on the stream table. I was just telling John I really liked Mr. Dakota's passion in this. Edie, I will be doing that here in a little bit. I'm trying to think what time it was. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably like 11:30. I ate my delicious, very delicious bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich here. And I normally, right now, barely eat one full meal a day. So it's tough for me to eat like normal people. Still on my weight loss journey right now, which I'm very blessed to be on and very thankful for what I have lost. 260 is my new all-time low, all the way from 345. So. Castile, do I think he'll win the tournament? So I don't mean this against him. Dakota is a newer Fargo player, but he's rated as a 409. No, I don't think he'll take the win all the way home, and this isn't against him personally. It's got to deal with the fact that there are multiple 700 skill level players right now in the tournament, and there's still a lot of them in here, a lot of heavy hitters, and nothing's impossible, but the odds are not favorable. Odds are not favorable for him, so. Again, this is less about him and more so about the fact that there are just so many people with a lot of time, a lot of skill and talent that they've had time to develop. And again, that's not against him. He's working on it. I like his attitude. He's definitely. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't be able to beat him on the table. Wouldn't say I wouldn't take him on, but I wouldn't be able to take him on the table. So you said you've seen him run a 3-pack. I not saying he can't. Not saying he can't steal. He says it's wonderful on the weight loss. I appreciate it, Edie. Yeah, 345 is my highest I ever was in weight, and 260 is where I'm at right now. So I'm trying to be here for my wonderful wife and my 2 kids, Luke and Luna. So, but yeah, no, I do definitely want one of them pulled pork sandwiches though. But yeah, Castile, I'm interested to see how far he goes in this tournament. And very interested to see his continued attitude. I will say this much. His attitude leads a lot to the fact of his ability to go far in this tournament. Unlike people of his Fargo rating here. So I'm really excited. Really, really excited to see. I didn't ask how old he was. I know he was talking about some of the juniors programs. And I think he was mentioning one of them was 14 and under. So I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, how old he is. If I had to guess, I'd probably say 13 or 14. To be honest with you, that would make complete sense. But I don't know right off. But I will say this much though: if he continues playing at the level he's playing, and continues to grow and really just takes that time in to get into these tournaments and continue going after them and leaves the problems that we decide to tack on to ourselves in these matches. If he can leave that stuff behind and keep up his attitude, give him 1 year. Give him 365 days. I'm being dead serious about that. And we'll see somebody like him running this tournament. 100% he could have the capability to do that. 100% good. And I'd love to see that happen too. That'd be really cool to have like a flashback to this moment in time where you asked me that, and then here we are a year later, and him taking home the win from this tournament. That'd be pretty cool. But you can't beat it though. Like when you see people with the thought process and with the vigor and the passion behind the game that he has, when you see all those things combined, I mean, you can't beat it with a stick. You just can't. You just can't do it at all. It ain't gonna happen. And it's good to see. It really is. Matt Leonard, I see you in the stream. How you doing, brother? Matt, you gotta tell me how your matchup against Kevin went. I didn't get to watch any of it here. I was busy doing things and playing in this tournament. But I gotta know who took home the win. Sorry guys, I'm talking about a little singles match that went on yesterday between two friends of mine from back when I first started playing back in old school bank shot billiards days. But yeah, no, I like Dakota's passion. Like I said, he's a good kid. He literally was over here on the live stream with me, and then he's like, I'm gonna ask John if I can be on the live stream table next, and I was like, go for it. I was like, I don't have any control over it, but ask him if he's good with it. I'm good with it. Let's go. But I just love that, man. He's really determined, really focused. It would be amazing if he ends up. Did I talk to him? You mean Dakota? Dakota was just the one that was on stream with me last. I don't know if you were here during it, Castile, but literally the last voice you heard on stream with me before I played the music, that was Dakota. That was Mr. Dakota Bryant himself. And he was the one, for those that didn't get to see earlier, he was the one that played, he played Mr. Davenport. That's who it was. He played Kim Davenport on the live stream. And that's who sent him in the one-loss side. The only quote-unquote big mistake he made, too, that whole matchup was just when he grabbed that jump shot. I even asked him, and he was showing me on his glove how he was doing his practice strokes, and the tip of his cue, like, got in and dug in with, like, part of his glove where his thumb is for the glove, and it caused him to misstroke into just barely hitting the cue. I mean, he hit it all like maybe an inch. So you can tell it wasn't him actually trying to stroke through and get the jump at that point in time. That just an accident happened. And that was really his major critical. Past that, he was really considering all aspects. I mean, he's even right now, look at what he's doing right there. Taking a look at everything. He decided to go for the masse. Small miss. I don't think I've seen AJ play Castile. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain I have not.
Table 9, Robbie Shelley, Charles Jones. Robbie Shelley, Charles Jones, table 9.
No, small wobble right there in the bottom right-hand corner pocket for Mr. Stefan there. Dakota's going to have a good opportunity here. Letting the stroke out a little bit there. I probably would have hit that a tiny bit softer, but I was talking about that kind of difference on stream earlier about to each their own on this. Oh, he was throwing it. I think he did like a little bottom left there, if I saw correctly, to hit to the left-hand long round. Kind of shorten up where the cue ball is going to be for the 9. But no, Castillo, I don't think I've seen AJ play, though. Good out there by Mr. Stefan, taking advantage here. Both gentlemen having just some simple mistakes there, but Stefan was able to capitalize and come out on it at the end there. I believe it's 1-1. I don't think I missed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I missed a rack here while I was taking care of something else for just a brief second here. And guys, while we're waiting for things to continue kicking off here and going forward, Rod Rent's in chat. What's up, Rod? How you doing? Sarah, welcome in as well. Mr. Wynn, how you doing? Guys, for those just joining here, by the way, my name is Tim Jones, voice of Jacksonville Pool, coming to you live from, of course, Macon, Georgia, here at the Bulldogs Bar and Grill. We're here for the first Saturday of every month 9-ball open tournament. Sign-in started here at 11 a.m. We had the auction probably closer to about 12:30 or so-ish, give or take, try to give time for a couple people to get here. And this is monthly, guys. Don't miss out. $50 entry fee, up to $2,000 total added if it is a full field. And while you're up here, take advantage of the Friday night as well. Free 8-ball tournament with the optional $20 side pot. Let me get the score updated. There it goes. Perfect. Ooh, I thought 8-ball was about to kick it in. He's going to have eyes on the one. Man, you got a little bit of a situation going on with the 6-5-9. Going to be interesting how he handles that situation. But the 1, 2, and 4 open up. My worry about the 2 is depending on your angle here. You may end up risking getting stuck behind that 6-5-9 situation. Yeah, to be honest with you here, playing for that 1, 2, and 4 situation was probably not the best situation to be in. I definitely like playing defensive instead. Definitely like playing defensive instead. That 5-6 has got me a little worried on how they're going to handle this rack. Also, guys, as well here, I'm going to do a couple links here for you. The first set of links is going to be a link to each of the Facebook pages and YouTube pages here. As you can tell, we are streaming, for those watching, we are streaming live on the Bulldogs Bar and Grill Facebook page and then on my Voice of Jacksonville Pool YouTube page. And then you also have the links to the others right there for us. And then I'm also going to get you linked to the live bracket as well. Big shout out to John and team using Digital Pool for that. Makes life a lot easier here whenever it comes to streaming, I'll say that much. Oh, small miss here. Cue ball might break into that 5-6-9 situation, and it doesn't. Just sneaks right over there to the right-hand side a little. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys, was meeting up for just a moment here. There was a bit of a rules situation question going on here. Mr. Dakota playing one of my favorite shots here that we often see here, where he's trying to snooker the cue ball up to another object ball and let the 1 ball here in this case just move its happy way right on around. Now the 1 rail kick looks like it may still be open because he didn't quite get that cue ball and 2 snookered up to each other. Yeah, the 1 rail seems open. Mr. Stefan's going after it right now. He gets a great hit on it. Even a little double hit on it to an extent here. Did a little drive-by and then came off the right-hand long rail, tapped back into it. Dakota should play this 1 ball back behind. Oh, I got to watch out for that side pocket, but he was definitely trying to leave that 1 ball behind all that mess with the 2, 6, 5, and 9. I'm sitting here having a blast with people just a little bit, by the way. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we're having some fun back and forth banter about being on a live stream table a little bit. I held up the microphone. I was like, "You can come be on a live stream table right now." It's like, "Come get on this microphone with me." I love the people here, man. I tell you, this place is really just such an absolute amazing atmosphere, guys. I know I say it so much, and you guys are probably tired of hearing me say it, but I do mean it seriously from the bottom of my heart. This place is just such a great place to be. Nice little early 9 there by Mr. Stefan handling that business. That's how you handle that 6-5-9 situation right there. I like it. I like it a lot. And guys, after this this matchup is done here, I'm going to go through, do some maintenance around on my cameras here, try to get everything adjusted back. So I ask that you guys bear with me for a moment here, and we'll do some things here. All right, guys, I do apologize. I am back here. Good little out by Mr. Stefan. Very nice done. Let me get this refreshed here. Yeah. Heard, no problem. We'll move this right over here. I like Mr. Stefan's focus here. Dakota's going to have to definitely step it up a notch. I think, honestly, with the hype that Dakota has, maybe tone it down just a small notch here will potentially work out pretty well for him. But he's not missing a lot. And, again, there's just a small little mistake a moment ago there in that right-hand side pocket after the defensive shot. He had the right idea, though. He definitely had the right idea. One second, guys. All right, guys, do forgive me here. Tim Jones, voice Jackson, pulled back, and I got Mr. Davenport on stream here with me. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'll just soon be here, I guess, and sitting over there in the chair watching some pool. I can watch some good pool here and be with you in the booth here. So,
Yeah, hey, that's a win-win for me.
yeah,
I love that.
this young man racking the balls. I played him my second match, I believe, and he was he's a pretty good player. A guy like this, I can take a guy like this that has a stroke and can bridge and do all the good things that matter, and I can improve him within 1 month. I could take this kid and improve his game 3 balls. Now you take somebody else that really doesn't have the natural talent that he has, you know, the bridge, the shooting ability, all that stuff, and it's kind of hard for me to teach. But a guy like this, I could really help this guy.
No, I definitely agree. I was bragging about him on stream because stream asked me, you know, do I think he can take it all the way on this tournament? I said, look, this isn't against him. There's a lot of heavy hitters in this tournament. It's going to be tough for him to take him out and get the win all the way to the first place. I said, however, I was like, with the attitude that he has on his shoulders and already with the shot process and everything he has going on, I was like, and I would love for somebody to clip this and come back to. I said, give him 1 full year. I said, give him a year, let him get some more experience around tournaments and stuff. I said, he'll come back running it. It's like I have zero doubt because he was on stream with me and getting to talk, and you know you can't teach passion. You just can't. Either you have passion, you have a love for it, or you don't. And you know, with his talent, like you were talking about, between that and the passion, love for the game, and dedication, he's going to do awesome things. And I'm really excited to get to know him now because I'm excited later on to see how he's doing and I'll be like, I had Dakota on stream with me, and I actually got taught to him before he had his huge come up and everything, and it's pretty awesome. So
yeah, but like he just made a crucial mistake on the 2 ball, something that you know he's just young. That's all.
definitely is. Castile on YouTube side asking if you're going to teach Mr. Davenport.
I'm sorry.
Castile via the YouTube side was asking if you're going to be the one to go teach him.
No. No. That's why I don't teach. But I'm saying somebody like that I could really, really help. And somebody that really, like I said earlier, doesn't have just the natural ability. It's hard for me to teach them. But a guy like this, I could really, really improve his game.
Table 7, Gentleman 9, Charles Marr.
See, like there, he's supposed to, if you miss it long and rail first on that shot. He hit the top side of the ball instead of going deep into the rail.
Yep. I will say, though, Chat and Castile, you know, with you asking your questions about Mr. Young Dakota here, it's really cool to see somebody with the years of experience and knowledge here as Mr. Davenport coming in. I didn't even prep him on it. I promise you, we were dealing with another situation off stream that I had to meet up for. But for him to come in right off the bat, talking about that, I mean, that speaks highly to the capability that somebody like Dakota will have here. So that rattle may end up hurting Mr. Stefan here. This may give rack number 3 to Dakota. Well, rack number 5, I should say, but Dakota's 3rd rack.
Yeah, right now, he's just young, so he just shoots, and he don't care where the cue ball goes, really. You know, he's just shooting, and you know, he can make any shot. I was having him over there on the snooker table when we were shooting shots, and he was rifling them in.
He definitely was. Billy Sykes says he's going to try to come up next month, he hopes, and he says, I'm an old friend you'll recognize. Do you know Billy Sykes?
Who said that?
Billy Sykes.
Well, I'm sure I do. It sounds awful familiar. Yeah, Billy Sykes, that sounds really familiar. Well, I guarantee you I see his face up there. You have a picture of him, I guarantee you.
Let's see if I can pull him up here.
I'm just anymore with names, it's like, okay, wait a minute. But if I see a face, it's kind of hard to forget. Where did I run into him at?
It's kind of hard for me to tell. I don't know if that's him or not.
I can't quite see that.
Yeah, it's a little blurry right there.
Yeah, I can't quite see that, but ask him where I met him at on here.
Yeah, Billy, where did you last meet Mr. Davenport at?
Was it in Houston, maybe, Texas, back in the early 80s? There you go. He just popped it off the table. Yeah, he don't care. He's young. He said, oh, so what? I'm gonna beat this guy anyway. He'll learn. If he's going to keep playing pool, he'll learn not to do those mistakes that's unforced, because he's going to be losing a lot of matches, and he'll get tired of it one day.
Billy said it was the year at the U.S. Open. What year? Oh, year after year at the U.S. Open. I'm sorry. He said he's met you multiple times at the U.S. Opens.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah,
There we go.
'cause I went there, I think, probably 14 or 15 years straight.
Nice.
From 85 to late 90s. Yeah, so, okay. That's a place right in that Virginia area up there, in that Tidewater area around Norfolk. I tell you what, you can get lost awful easy up there. I get lost with GPS, I'm telling you what, man. It's like, where in the hell am I going?
They kind of makes it feel like Atlanta from time to time.
Well, Atlanta's not bad, but I mean, like, that place, and up there in Boston, too, around that Boston area. Gosh.
Yeah, in Chesapeake, he said, there you go. Billy said, I saw him every year in the 90s, and we always talk like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, Billy, hopefully get to have you up here next time. Like I said, unfortunately, I won't be here in April, but please, guys, still support. I just already have a event with Jacksonville APA on that first Saturday of the month, and not something I can say no to, because I've already agreed to it. So I'm not going to back out of a promise here. But please, guys, make sure you come back up next month and enjoy and take part in the tournament. But please also take advantage of the Friday tournament. Like I love the fact there's a free Friday 8-ball tournament on these same tables. What a jump, and kicked it right off the table too. But I love the fact there's a free 8-ball tournament to kind of get you in stroke on these tables. And I know 8-ball's way different than 9, but it's really nice to have that option. So.
Well, he made a good shot. A little unfortunate for that cue ball to go off the table.
Yeah, he jumped that really well. Just continue to bounce, but
I'm not a big fan of the jump cue, but you know, as long as they're allowed, you really have to have one. You're at a disadvantage if you don't. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that was it was wild last night. I had what I consider to be a good defense shot. I didn't know jumps were allowed with the event here, and so we just asked just for clarification. And I was like, man, I felt like I did so good in that defensive shot, and then he was able to, he was allowed to jump, but
right.
It was funny though. I was like, man, I still did the right play though. I had to go after the defense shot where I was, and I was very proud of it. So.
Well, I just don't like the idea if you're hooked and then you kick 2 rails, go underneath the ball and stick him right there, and then you go down and hook him. He can take this little cue out and jump over it. It takes something away from the game, for me anyway. I mean, you know. Now, if I was a great jumper of the ball, which I'm not, because I never really liked doing it. I mean, I have one, but I'm sure I might change my mind if I never missed a jump shot. But
yeah,
everybody's got an opinion on something.
Oh, of course. No, I'm not in disagreement with you. With APA being my main way that I play, and not in the master side, jump shots are not allowed under most circumstances, or at least you don't have a breakdown cue.
Now, he didn't get the balls past the side. 3 balls are supposed to go past down in the kitchen.
Oh, no, he didn't do the 3 points, did he?
No, he did not. And even though the balls are open, I might have elected to have another rack at it, only because the 6 and the 7 is a little tied up. But probably not. I probably would have rather. See, this is just for him. I think
that magic rack needs to be moved.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yep. That's kind of why.
I think he caught it with his cue.
Yeah.
Well, jump cue again. Well, he hit the last one pretty good. Let's see.
Billy, I know you said you weren't looking for pity about that, but I am sorry about you being in a major wreck here that messed you up badly. Definitely can't wait. Make sure, Billy, you remind me too as well next time that I'm here and you're down in Bulldogs. Come by the booth, say hi. We'll get you on the stream.
had a little too many beers, that gentleman over there on table 3.
Yeah.
He made 3 balls and 4 balls went past in the kitchen. He says,
Yeah.
"Is that an illegal break?"
Yeah, he's
just a little too many beers, I think.
he's being a little pushy about the rules. What's the score? Yep.
All right. Well,
All right. What are you doing about that 6-7 situation here, Mr. Davenport?
I would try to either draw it back a little bit and bank it in the corner, if that's on. If not, just try to snip it and get behind the 8 and leave it right there where the 7's at. One of the two. I don't think he can break it out. I don't know. That was some kind of wild shot there.
That was risky. Now he is hooked up with the 8, but I know he may kick at it, but he could actually tie that 8 up in that mess too.
Yeah, that's just from being young. That's all that is. He's like almost I don't care type thing. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that would have worked out better there, but with the breakout now, the table's very open now.
Yeah.
So I think honestly I would have opted. Yeah, I'd 100% know that I would have opted to take that 8 and push the 8 into the 6-7 situation. Would have handed the ball in hand. Might have had a little defensive battle back and forth potentially from there, but I would have taken that on versus risking opening up the whole table. Nicely done. Getting on the left-hand side of that 9 ball.
Sure doesn't look like this gentleman's supposed to be leading if you watch their strokes and their stance and everything else, but if you don't make balls, you're going to be pushing the beads the wrong side. So
Jerry, I know on the Facebook side, by the way, I appreciate you earlier. I know it was kind of funny what you were saying about typing out the commentary for a second there while we were silent for a moment, but I appreciate you, sir. Trying to see if there's any other crazy matchups going on right now that maybe I can kind of figure out who's got what score on, but I don't see anything really crazy right this second.
I can't even see any scores, so that's how bad I am.
It's tough because the red background of the wall kind of blends in with the color of the balls too. So yeah, it gets really tough sometimes. Really, really tough. Well, looks like that matchup on table 2 is now done with, thankfully.
How about that? It was going to scratch, it came back out, and then it got kissed in. I know one thing. If this young man wants to win this match, he better make sure and study the table out and run this rack.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a little too loose.
I guess the one didn't go. I was wondering if it went by the 5 just fine, but it looks like it didn't, not without at least touching it. There you go. Gets back down off that short rail, comes back up just fine in position for the 3.
I can't tell if the 6 goes over there in the left corner from here. I can't tell.
Let me see if
I
this.
can't tell if they're frozen.
There's definitely space. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a little. I always love how the camera just makes that. I would say they were way closer than what the side view had.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Seeing, I don't like this shot that he's having to take on this 4 ball. There's something about being over that side pocket, that pocket point, that messes with me sometimes when I'm shooting.
Yeah, a little bit. But he has a good enough angle to go out 3 rails. Just roll it, I think. See, he rolled it softly, so it's okay. I guess he had a little more straight in than it looked like.
Jerry,
right.
fist bump back at you, brother. There you go.
Guess he needs a little kiss.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He got right up on top of it. Wow. this is where him kind of letting through his stroke sometimes is punishing. I can't tell from here. It's hard to see if the 7's directly frozen to the rail or not.
No, it's not pro. He's going to bump into it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, nicely
Table
done.
2, Scott Hardy.
I like that.
Table 2, Scott Hardy, Chuck
I would
Dorsett.
just do the same thing right back to him, except try to freeze it up and get the cue ball straight. If they're straight in with the 7 and straight froze on
Okay.
the rail, then you have nowhere to go. You could scratch if you shoot it either way. And you can't go into the ball if it's froze. But he's elected to do something different. Okay. Well, he
on
says,
the
heck
right-hand
with it. I'm
side.
going to go for it.
Went for the bank.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't see that coming right off the bat.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good shot, to be honest with you. And neither was that.
Both of them getting a little loose here.
I'm a little disappointed in him playing this loose. I just think he's just not ready yet to get any better. And he is young. He's probably, 15 maybe?
That's Chat was asking earlier, and I was like, if I had to guess, I'd probably say like 13 or 14 roughly. He's right, definitely right in that age gap though, for sure.
Well, he's a big boy for 13. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're getting bigger these days, aren't they?
Yeah, yes, they are. Oh my gosh, yes. Bigger and taller. It's wild. Like, what are you guys putting in them chicken nuggets? All right, good out by Mr. Stefan there, taking Dakota out of the matchup here.
That's right. I forgot. Race to 5.
Race to 5, yes, sir.